Hi, I'm Sarah Sanderson, and I love taking the lives out of children. I didn't just wake up like this. It took many children to look like this. Let's do a October wrap up. Let's go. Happy Halloween to all. I hope you guys had a great Halloween, got a lot of candy. After I finish filming this, I'm gonna give some candy to some trick-or-treaters as Sanderson sisters. Okay, we're gonna go through this wrap up pretty quickly because I don't want to be late for the trick-or-treaters and my camera storage is filling up. So, okay, so the month of October. I believe the first book I read was for my library challenge. If you don't know, my library challenge is you read a book that's associated with what's celebrated that month. And October was Filipinos American History Month. So I read the book Arsenic and Adobo. One of those mysteries where it's like food mysteries. I feel like those are very like just those cozy or just a fun time, you know? And this one was especially interesting because I feel like I learned so much about a different culture too, and I thought that was really cool. Overall, I really enjoyed it. I rated it 3 stars. It was okay. Like the mystery was pretty good, but I did catch on pretty quickly. And honestly, I didn't fall in love with the main character. I feel like to really love a good mystery, you have to like the main character because duh. And I was really struggling to connect with this character. But then I felt like I never really like fell in love with her, but I did start feeling kind of bad because I feel like her whole family and everyone in the town she grew up in were all kind of not mean to her, but like they were just always being like nagging on her, like everything's on your plate and you're slacking when she's just trying to follow her own dreams and not put everyone before herself. And I don't know. I did see at the end of the book, I think there is a second one coming out. I don't know if I'll continue this series. I would highly recommend if you're just looking for a short, sweet mystery that involves food, and you could also read for this month. So the second book I read is Truly Devious of the Truly Devious series, and I've heard so many book girlies talk about this, especially Rachel Catherine, and I love a good YA mystery, and I knew I would eat this up, and I really did enjoy it. I'm so sorry, I had to switch to my phone camera because that camera's giving me too much trouble right now, and I almost threw it across the room. Okay. Okay, so Truly Devious, I really did enjoy it. Highly recommend if you love YA mysteries. I did only read the first one. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-book series. I'm definitely going to continue with the series. It did leave on a to be continued, so I was pretty upset about that. But I do have to say, I felt like I got the vibes from this one that it was very real feeling. Like it felt like this because it evolves around the main character. She goes on this journey of she tries to solve this old mystery, and it just feels so real. Like I feel like this could really have happened, but it's not. And I really enjoyed it, especially for spooky time, October month. Highly recommend. I believe I rated this one 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. Next book I read, I kind of want to get some short classics in this month, and so my laptop case has a bunch of classics on it, so I'm going knocking them off as I read them. So I decided to read Little Prince. I'm not even going to attempt to say the author's name. I'm going to just pop it up right here. It's French and very beautiful. I don't want to watch it. So I feel like this book is one of those books that like you have a good time reading it. You have, it's very interesting, but you're kind of left kind of like, what just happened? Just a little bit. I feel like that happens a lot with me with classics. I feel like what I got from it, like the message, I feel like a lot of classics gives a certain message during their books. And I feel like it was just grown-ups are boring. That's the message I got from this. Grown-ups are boring. And you need to still hold on to childlike imagination and creativity. And I feel like that just it made me think like, you know what? I need to tap into my child imagination a little bit more, and maybe I could come up with some really cool drawings and stuff and creativity. So overall, it was a very interesting book. very short. If you need to fit another book into to reach your goal, suggest this one. And yeah, I feel like it was much more easier to read than most classics I've read. And yeah, the pictures are really cute too. There's little drawings in it. And yeah, I believe I rated this one 3 stars. Okay, and so the last book I read for spooky time is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. I've always wanted to read this and learn about the Headless Horseman that I feel like, is such a classic figure of Halloween time. And I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I rated this one, I'm pretty sure 4 stars. And I really did enjoy it. I learned so much about Ichabod Crane, way more than I originally knew. I had no idea he was a school teacher. I thought he was like a detective or something. I didn't know. And the only con I have of this book is I wish the Headless Horseman was in it more. He's only in like the last couple pages. And I thought the Legend of Sleepy Hollow was like more background on how the horseman became headless. No, he did not really. Like, they kind of briefly go over it, but not in depth. And yeah, you only see him like once in the whole book. Everyone just talks about him until you see him. And I was kind of bummed about that. I really wanted like history about him, but also I kind of wanted him to people. I know that's probably bad, but like that's what he's known for, I want his expertise. Okay, I'll shut up now. I gotta get to the trick-or-treaters. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Happy Halloween! Bye. Sarah.